So traders, as you trade today as you start to trade today in the markets, one thing I want to really encourage you to do is, if you're not trading based off a system, right? You need to be trading based off a system, right? That's the only way. The only way for me to move forward in the markets is if I actually have some sort of a pattern that I know is going to work most of the time. One of the things, as I'm spending my time doing my journaling this morning, one of the things I was thinking about just then is the psychology of getting involved with these markets. On a bare minimum of you getting involved with these markets, if a lot of people are chasing something, if a lot of people are bullish something, that is the wrong time to be looking to enter that market, right? So, and you see this time and time and time again, right? When most people are bullish, and you saw this with crypto, and you see what happened with crypto, right? Really big pullback out of the markets and a lot of people in crypto. So my encouragement to you this week, and moving forward for the rest of your life, is that the psychology of how these markets work is that if most people if a lot of people, the majority of people are on one side, remember, majority of people lose money in these markets. So it's important to try to have a strong emotional self-control and say, okay, so many people are saying this right now. I'm going to do the exact opposite. And it's in those moments that you start to become the top sort of 5% of all traders around the planet. So I really want to encourage you to do that. Okay, it's one of the biggest things out there. I see it time and time and time and time again. When most people are greedy, and I'm seeing it I know you guys are going to hate me for this, but gold is like that right now, okay? I'm not saying gold's not a good long-term investment for the next 5-10 years. But what I'm saying, if you're a trader of the markets and you're looking to get into this trade, if you're looking to get into these markets, and you see what I'm seeing right now, especially when it comes to gold, there's so much greed and bullishness around the gold market now because it's already gone up a lot, right? So this is where you tend to get the big drops in the markets, right? Just like Bitcoin is doing and all that sort of stuff. But the flip side, and one of the reasons why I'm so bullish, at least for the next few weeks out of the stock market, is because there's so much fear and pessimism. And you see this time and time and time again through history. History repeats itself. And those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. And what does that simply mean? When there's so much fear in the marketplace, you see through history, and it's happening right now. That ends up being very, very close to a bottom around the markets, or that particular market, and we end up going for a big boom.